sketch comedies. They don't happen all the time. Sometimes they do. They act like spoofs and parodies too, but movies like these, they do not work whatsoever. And we have one that took around 8 years to make. This is a movie. It took 8 years to make. I'm not kidding. This has been researched when it came out. I'm not ready for this at all. So here we go. 2013's movie 43, which is from how many directors we have here? Oh boy, there's a lot of them. There's over 10 of them. I want to make sure the right amount. Okay, here we go. I think around 15 directors. That's a lot of directors, guys. And we have some that we know some of them, like Peter Farrelly, Brett Ratner, James Gunn, Elizabeth Banks. Oh, shit. This movie came out at the end of January in 2013. January 25th, 2013. When I did a review for this, it didn't get uploaded. That was the longest review I did, over 170. That was 33 minutes. Because I was slow at that time and just a lot, but oh god. This took years to make. I think it started like around, oh shit, I don't know, like around maybe 2005. And people that didn't want to go there, they sent the setting and everything to their houses. And it started with Kate Winslet. I was like, oh, okay, we have this person. So then we have Hugh Jackman. Oh, we have them now. So we have these people. Oh, we have these people. There's a lot of people, and you know what? I'm just gonna name them off right now. There's a lot. Trust me. You have to feel sorry for all these people because they didn't even promote this movie. That's how bad this thing was. So here we go. We got Elizabeth Banks, Kristen Bell, Halle Berry, Leslie Bibb, Kate Bosworth, Gerard Butler, Josh Duhamel, Anna Faris, Richard Gere, Terrence Howard, Hugh Jackman, Johnny Knoxville, Justin Long, Seth MacFarlane, Stephen Merchant, Christopher Mintz Plasse, Chloe Grace Moretz, Chris Pratt, Liev Schreiber, Sean William Scott, Emma Stone, Jason Sudeikis, Uma Thurman, Naomi Watts, Jeremy Allen White, and Kate Winslet. That's a lot of people, guys. They took all that star power from the beginning, like Kate Winslet and Hugh Jackman. Oh, we're gonna all these people and put them in the movie. Wow. Oh shit. Oh, this movie. It said this movie was made over 4 years, and they just had to wait for a year or two for different actors. They would shoot for a week and shut down for several months. Same thing with directors. It was a type of movie you could come back to. And some backed out. Like writers. Oh, fuck. Alright, here we go. This is terrible. This is the worst movie of 2013. I mean, if you can't just notice this already with all this and the way I'm saying this, yeah, this is all terrible. You got 14 different storylines by each different director. And we'll talk about them. We'll talk about them. Oh, boy. I don't want to explain it all in big detail like last time because it ain't worth it, guys. But I want to talk about them in different ways so I can talk about them. Oh, shit. I'm trying, guys. Give me a minute. Alright. Let me see if this could be one. I will shorten them up as best I could with this. So here we go. Let's start with the pitch, which is this person, Dennis Quaid, that plays his character. He's a mad screenwriter. He's trying to show him that all this is bad. It is bad. It's supposed to be terrible to his thing, so I get it, but this is terrible. Like, it's terrible. He says his character's like the biggest film since Howard the Duck. Okay. Yeah. So he tries to get these people like to attempt the pitch, like Greg Kinnear and Will Sasso as the security guard, and someone purchased the film. I'm like, oh god, guys, why? So he has no choice but to watch all of it because he pulls out a gun. And so let's start with this. Let's start with the segments. Oh god. Okay. The catch. Kate Winslet is going on a blind date with Hugh Jackman's character. Okay, it's fine. It's at a restaurant, everything. It's all cool. It's everything, yeah. But he removes his scarf, and she finds out he's got balls on his neck. Yeah, like he gets hit by the ball, something by a ball on his balls and everything. It's like, oh, that hurt, and no one sees it, but freaking out by Kate Winslet. I'm like, guys, really? We're starting out with balls on your neck. All right, we got it. We got more to go though. So here we go. Homeschooled. Um, Liev Schreiber and Naomi Watts have a teenage son, Kevin, Jeremy Allen White. He's been homeschooled, so he has to learn about things of schooling experience. Like, there's a scene where Naomi Watts is the mother and kisses Kevin, her son. And I was watching it, and I was trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. But there's something like a doll made of mop with Samantha's face on it, referring to the doll as his girlfriend. Fucking really, guys? That was so awkward to watch. Like, did they really think this is a good idea? So as you know, so far, that catch was directed by Peter Farrelly. The Homeschool was directed by Will Graham. Now this next one is directed by Steve Carr. The Proposition. So, if you don't think that was all weird enough, we'll keep going. Julie, which is Anna Faris, and Doug, Chris Pratt. They've been in a relationship for over a year, and he wants to propose to her, and she reveals to him that she's a coprophiliac, which she wants to take a shit on him. Yep. But they go along with it, and he eats a large meal and drinks bottle of laxative to this. And he's going after her and everything. Something goes. She gets angered, and she's running. Then he gets hit by a car and explodes by it. And then she claims that it's the most beautiful thing as ever, and accept his marriage proposal. And they're just floating around in shit. See how bad that is? Like, this is terrible. Who comes up with this shit? Apparently all these directors, because they must have thought, yeah, this is going to make a shitload of money. I mean, the budget was $6 million and made over around $32 million, so that works. But we're not done. We still got more. So, then we get someone this is directed by Griffin Dunne, which is Veronica. So Neo, who's played by Kieran Culkin, he's working a night shift at a grocery store, and his ex-girlfriend Veronica, which is by Emma Stone, comes in the line and they argue over the intercom about their relationship and everything, and they broadcast the entire explicit conversation throughout the store, and elderly people and everyone are watching, and she leaves in tears, and the customers agree to cover his shift when he goes after her. Fucking stupid. I mean, really, guys? Okay, that felt like odd. And was almost like, yeah, I'm getting money at least doing this, so we're gonna move on with it. We're not done. We got a lot more to go. Like, you think this is bad? Oh no, no, no. We got a lot more to go. This is bad, guys. Uh, somebody shoot me in the face, please. And then we get the next one, which is the iBabe, which is showing, oh hey, this is a nude woman which functions as an MP3 player, and I'm like, which is dismembering the penises of teenage boys who attempt to have sex with them. And this is supposed to be this a commercial type of thing. I watched it, I was like, if that was real, that'd be pretty cool. But it's not. So I'm like, what's the fucking point with this? Whatever. We got more to go. This is torture, but I want to get this done, so keep going. Then we get. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, the iBabe was directed by Stephen Brill. So there you go. This next one was directed by James Duffy, and this is Superhero Speed Dating, which, if you don't remember it, Robin, which is Justin Long, and Batman and Jason Sudeikis, they go on a speed dating establishment. And you get Penguin, which is John Hodgman, and you just get through this. You get Lois Lane, who is Uma Thurman, Supergirl, Kristen Bell, and his ex, supposed to be on there, Wonder Woman, which is Leslie Bibb, and it was all stupid. It was weird. And then Supergirl, they're trying to save her and everything, and Penguin's trying to get her and everything, which turns out to be the Riddler, which is real Rogue in disguise. And Batman knew he was already screwing with Robin, who kissed her moments before unveiling. Oh god, that's not good. I mean, just listening to that is so stupid. Alright. This next one's directed by Jonathan Tulikin, but it's not long. It's Machine Kids, about kids stuck in machines who affect the feelings of the children stuck inside the machines. How adults criticism. Alright. And then the next one is directed by, take a guess, Elizabeth Banks, of course. Middle School Date. So Nathan, which is Jimmy Bennett, and Amanda, which is Chloe Grace Moretz, they watch television after school, and when they begin to kiss, his older brother Mikey, which is Christopher Plaze, enters in there and makes fun of them. And Amanda's menstruating, tries to hide it, and Nathan sees blood on her pants. She's bleeding to death, causing a debacle, and oh god. It feels embarrassing to know she's getting her first period. In front of them. And they don't know what to do about it. People are screaming and everything, and they're silting his erect phallus in her vagina. I'm like, what? Really? Like, I don't need to know why. Why are we getting this? And then they cheer by farting up in front of them. It's like, okay. And then you get a very graphic Tampax commercial, in which a girl gets eaten by a shark due to her menstruating. Yeah, that's one. Elizabeth Banks, really? Why are you doing this? Don't worry. Got more to go. Alright, this next one is not long. Speaking of that, Patrick Forsberg Tampax, which is women going swimming in the sea, and a great shark eats one of the women. And then the tagline appears, Tampax, now leak proof. Are you serious, guys? What the fuck is that? It's another commercial. I didn't give two shits about it. I didn't give a fuck about any of it. But hey, we got more to go. Next one is directed by Brett Ratner. Oh god, which is Happy Birthday. So Pete, which is played by Johnny Knoxville, he captures a leprechaun who is Gerard Butler. For his roommate, Brian, which is Sean William Scott, as a present. They tie him up in the basement, and the man he give him a pot of gold. Then the leprechaun threatens his brother, and when he arrives, they are shot at but ultimately kill the leprechauns. So Pete reveals he's also caught a fairy who performs fellatio for gold coins. Fucking Brett Ratner, really with this shit? Oh, and Gerard Butler played both the Leprechauns. Yeah, I'm just letting you know there, because that's fucking stupid. Not done. We got more still. I know I keep saying it. Next one is directed by Peter Farrelly again, which is Truth or Dare. All right. Okay. So Donald, who's played by Stephen Merchant, and Emily, who is Halle Berry, they're on a date together at a Mexican restaurant. Emily challenges Donald to a game of Truth or Dare. She dares him to grab a man's buttocks, and follows with a dare, daring her to blow out the birthday candles on a blind boy's cake. Then it escalates to extremes in which both of them get plastic surgery and tattoos and humiliate themselves. They go back at Emily's apartment and praise their date. He tries to kiss her, but rejects him, claiming she's not attracted to Asian men, which he was surgically altered to resemble. It was revealed that she was joking and invites him to have sex with her as she shows him her large breasts. And boy, that was fucking stupid. Like, yeah, that's Truth or Dare. Why? But let's get to the next one. Who's directed by Rusty Cundieff, I guess. Victory's Glory. So, Coach Jackson, Terrence Howard, is lecturing his all-black basketball team before the first game in an all-white team. Worry about losing the game, the team players are lectured by the coach about their superiority in the spot over their white counterparts, which he expresses vulgarly. When the game ensues, the all-white team loses miserably and rejoices in a single point they earn. Oh yeah, how do we say it? How he said it? I remember this. This is the one that stuck out to me. Well, Coach, what are we gonna do about it, man? What if we lose? We're gonna lose. It doesn't matter. But you're gonna win. What game are we playing? Basketball. What skin are we? Black. You're black. They're white. This ain't hockey. Driven with that motherfucker. I was like, oh, wow, okay. Terrence Howard must enjoy with this. I mean, he was like, yeah, I get to scream at people. He made you black. Dribble with that motherfucker. That's the stuff I remember. And I was like, all right. I mean, that's close to at least the most enjoyable one. That's not good out of all of them. But we get to the worst one. Oh, yes, we get to one of the worst ones. This is directed by James Gunn. Beazle. So Amy, who is Elizabeth Banks, worries that her boyfriend, I guess it's Anson, who is Josh Duhamel, his cat, which is animated, is coming between their relationship. He seems to detest Amy and anyone who comes between him and Anson, but only sees him as innocent. One day, Amy witnesses him masturbating to summer vacation photos of him in a swimsuit. Yeah, he's masturbating to Josh Duhamel, Josh Duhamel, in a swimsuit. Really? Oh, but we're not done. We're still going. He attacks her violently and urinates on her. He still finds his pet innocent, but Amy threatens to leave if he doesn't get rid of him. Caring more about his relationship, he agrees to find a new home for him. That night, from her closet, Beazle terrifiedly watches the couple make love, and he's watching sodomizing himself with a hairbrush, dry humping a stuffed teddy bear. Yeah, this cat's fucking crazy. But we're not done. We still got more. The next day it comes to take Beazle away, and he's nowhere to be found. She goes outside to look. He runs her over with a truck and attempts to shoot her to death with a shotgun. Yeah, but she chases him into the street and begins beating him with a shovel, which is witnessed by a group of children attending at a birthday party next door or at a neighboring house somewhere. When he approaches to see what is happening, she tries to explain Beazle's motives. Beazle acts innocent and Anson sides with his cat. So then the children attack Amy, and a Beazle stabbing her with plastic forks. He grabs Beazle, as Beazle again fantasizes about French kissing his owner. Fuck! That is the worst one out of all of these. And really, this fucking cat's masturbating. He sodomized himself with a hairbrush and dry humped a stuffed teddy bear. He ran Amy over with a fucking truck and intended to shoot her to death with a shotgun. Oh my god. James Gunn, fucking really with this shit? Oh, fuck. Well, we got 2 more to go. So, Find Our Daughter, which is directed by Bob Odenkirk. So in this one, this was cut from the film, so I'm just going to mention it, because I have seen it. So, Maud, who's Julianne Moore, and George, Tony Shalhoub, they're looking for the breast-flashing daughter, Susie, Jordana Taylor, with the help of the private eye Bob Odenkirk. Oh, he directed it and appeared in it. Wow. Who's behind the camera with only one clue, which is the small video that features their daughter. Yeah. No. One more that was also cut from the film, and that was The Apprentice, who was directed by Steve Baker and Damien Escott. So this follows Wayne, which is Anton Yelchin, a shy apprentice mortician who is secretly a necrophiliac at a hospital that he works at. One night, a body is having sex is brought back to life from the pleasure of his thrusts. His supervisor, Bob, which is Shane Jacobson, he suddenly walks in and mistakenly believes that he was performing a life-saving operation of some kind. Yeah, apparently that's saving someone's life. So the staff at the hospital, they congratulate him while a news reporter asks what he did to save her. He doesn't know anything, so one of the cops on scene tells everyone else they can just watch the security tapes to find out. As they rush there, Wayne is given a personal thanks by the girl, which is Mary of Oak. He revived, and Rich, he responds with an awkward, "You're welcome." Wow. And that's all the sketches. This is fucking atrocious. Like, I mean it. This took years to make. And people got forced into do it. They had no choice, but they did it. Out of all of them that happened, this is the worst fucking one I've ever seen. For parodies, spoofs, or sketch comedies, this all together, this is the worst one. Like, this is my top 10 worst movies of all time. It has been for a long time. And I just can't do it. And someone said this, and I agree. This is the Citizen Kane of awful. Yeah. It really is. Like, all the acting they've done is terrible, but it's not their fault because the script and the jokes are all fucking atrocious. Not a single one lands. The only one I found redeeming was The Victory's Glory, which is Terrence Howard, the basketball sketch. That was the only one I found redeemable to enjoy as best I could. The rest of them, all terrible. Yeah. This is awful. Not a single thing works. And after years and years of making this, nothing worked. I mean, all the people I said at the beginning of this review, you had all these people that had no choice but to do this. And they did it. Why? Why? Like, this is fucking sad. I'm just gonna say it and get it done. I've already mentioned everything. All of them, they're terrible. The only one I could say that's redeeming is Victory's Glory. That's it. The rest of it's all terrible. All the acting's terrible. All the writing's terrible. And you have so many directors. You have around over 20 writers did this. And around 15 directors. 4 producers. And this shit still didn't work? All the acting's god awful. The writing's god awful. The directing's not good at all. I mean, all the jokes, not all one of them lands except Redeemable Victory's Glory. The editing is god awful. Like, god awful. Everything they've done for the most part is god awful. And this is January, so I thought, well, we have no spot to put it in, so let's put it in January. The end of January, for God's sakes. And they did it. Oh, they did it. This is the one that couldn't come up with anything. They thought, well, let's put it in and get it done. This film won Worst Picture at the Golden Raspberry Awards. Thank God it is, because I couldn't do it. Oh, God, man. It took so many years. It's many, many years. Even if it's not 8 years, it took them a while to make this movie. And they couldn't come up with anything. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And I forgot to say this, and I'm going to say it right up before the overall and giving its grade. They did a marketing saying, what is movie 43? People were trying to figure out, what is it? It's just a bunch of sketch comedy. That's it. All this excitement for nothing is just garbage. So he did it. Oh, God. There's nothing else I could say. This is all garbage. It's like one of those mini asteroids out there. It's a dismal chunk of rock hurtling through an empty void without purpose. It was there. It got fucking made, and I just, shit. This is going to be one of the longest ones again, because why? Why? I'm talking about these sketches, and they're almost all god-awful. And they're offensive, and there are gags everywhere, and you're just like, why? I mean, you got animated cats humping and masturbating. You got a woman just have a period out there. One person wants to take a shit on one person. I mean, you got one that's balls on his neck, a mother kissing her son at homeschooling. I mean, God, people, what the fuck are we doing with this shit? This is not funny. I mean, no, it's not. All of this is terrible. None of them works really, except Victory's Glory, which is redeemable. Other than that, it's all terrible. Alright, I'm just gonna get done, get out of the way before I keep repeating myself. Movie 43 gets enough. Without a doubt. Why did we need this film? Don't know why, but we have it. So now we get to enjoy ourselves with terrible pleasure, and pain, and torture. So yeah, that's my review for movie 43. Oh God, I'm glad I got it done, because boy, I didn't want to talk about this, but I did, because I enjoy myself doing this. So now you get to as well. And until next time, guys, peace out.